On my way to Ethel. I'm covering a young lady's route. They call it a baby route because obviously it's tiny. So, yeah, we'll see how that goes. She trained me yesterday. Lovely girl for sure. So yeah, obviously I'm taking the opportunity to get extra hours where I can get them, because I'm only technically covering my route's main driver day off during the week, and then we're closed on Sundays, so we're all off on Sundays. So it started here in Ethel just Sundays to run parcels, which if you've seen my last vlog on that, kind of took you guys along. And today I will be driving the LLV company vehicle, those cool Jeeps. The old school ones, I love to drive them. Once again, they're like giant golf carts. So we'll see how it goes. It always takes longer when you start a new route, whether you know the basics or not, because you don't, especially for this area that I don't know very well, which was the same case in Ponderay. Oh boy, but am I sure learning streets and turns and all the things you learn when you're a carrier, or rural carrier to be exact. And I'm kind of stuck right now, not kind of, I should clarify, I'm in between figuring out if I'm going to go to this one dealership in Spokane that sell primarily imported vehicles, which are right-handed vehicles, and in between this one other Jeep. And I haven't heard good things about Jeep, and I've asked and I've been researching, although this Jeep looks very well taken care of. So in the midst of that, I'm saving up. They give you 6 months from your hire date, I believe, to get a vehicle, so I gotta get on that. Most likely we'll be going to Spokane to look at that dealership here pretty soon. See what my options are. But yeah, it's been going. And also I ended up getting hired for this job running social media content for a local business. It's also like a ministry. And I know God placed me there for sure, because He put it on my heart and He opened all the doors. And I would not have chosen, as I mentioned before, this route. This specific God trail, of course. But I know that it's exactly where He wants me to be. And it just happened so perfectly again, where I was starting to get a little weird about hours and not having, a full paycheck just for a second. And then this opportunity came up. I haven't even asked how much they pay. I don't care. It's not about that. It's about obeying. And I get to do what I enjoy. Use my gifts. So we'll see how that goes. And it could be one of the main reasons why God had me start this YouTube channel. I know it's given me a lot of experience with everything, especially editing, just content creating in general. And it's my creative outlet, so it's win, 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 win. And when God is doing something, gonna work out. So I don't know how long I'll be doing that. I don't know what's gonna happen, but I'm walking in obedience. Here we go with that. So I'll be bringing you guys along for that other part of my God trail, or that specific God trail. You know, you can't be in those trails where there's more than one trail at the same time. Those are also pretty cool. They're a little confusing here and there, a little lost, or especially if you haven't been in that little cluster of trails, but they always lead somewhere good. And even if they don't, you did it. Tried. So it's a beautiful drive to Athol, as I mentioned before. I enjoy it. Gorgeous area, my goodness. There's a lot of rural area out here in North Idaho. And I have that going on, so I think that's like pretty much all to cover as far as what's going on today. I'll see if I'm able to get some content today for covering the route. Yeah, that's where I'm at. For everyone that's new, welcome to God Trails. You don't have to be following God. You don't have to believe in God. You could just be starting on your journey with God. It could just be like way later on your journey in God. But I'm so glad you're here. It makes things better. Obviously, I wouldn't be where I'm at today if it wasn't for you guys. Welcome. So glad you're here. I do enjoy when I read comments and I get to find out where people are from. Just would like to get to know everybody a little bit more. So let me know in the comments where you're from, if you feel comfortable doing that. What brought you to this channel? What you think I should do, change, work on, or just encouragement. It's always fun. Love you all. There we go. It's a hot one today. Time to take a break. That's how you do it. You wipe or you use your shirt. Mama, Danny, and I were talking about these, and I knew I saw one on my route. Doesn't say open, but I don't have time to go read the little note. Maybe I'll stop next time. I'm looking for eggs, you guys. Protein.
Hello. You're so cute. Hello.
You'll find that a lot. But this specific one was like in plain sight, but not really. So once I did the road 3 times, I took my time, I looked around, and sure enough, there was a sign. So always be looking around your area for an address. I think my car just died. This truck keeps stalling on me. Woo! That's a great sound. got a couple more. It's always a fantastic thing when you have an empty tray and you get more empty trays. I got one more to do as far as mail goes, so let's go. I actually think I'm going to take a little rest and eat some more, which I realized that carrying peanut butter is going to be a real thing, at least for right now. I forgot to make my sandwiches for the week. This will do. LOL, you won't believe what just happened. The truck died on me. So I'm sitting here in the highway and my manager for this location is gonna come pick me up so she could take me to my car and I can finish the route in my car. Whoa, dang. Not sure what's happening. It's just not wanting to start. So we're in my car. My manager for this post office, she came, swooped me up, dropped me off my car, and said, finish delivering the route. Okay, I have to gather myself. I survived. It is finished. Woo, I'm tired. It is 5:18 and I survived. The rig breaking down. Delivered the rest of the mail and packages. Now I'm headed home to come back tomorrow and do it all over again. Well, actually it's easier tomorrow. Tomorrow is just parcels, so don't require a right-hand drive. So time to listen to some worship and try to unwind. get into, but you really don't also, actually. Because every station is different. They do things different. But the main thing, like today, the mini chaos of, and it didn't help that it was like hotter than we're used to over here in North Idaho. I mean, we've been freezing for a while. Hence, we've had a mild winter. So really can't complain about that. But being in one of those LLVs, I'm so grateful that I carry my huge canteen full of ice and my giant water bottle and my snacks. Food, actually, really good, nutritious food, so it can be fueled. And my electrolytes. Carry some electrolytes. So yeah, I'm so grateful. I have like these new subscribers that are on the same journey. I mean, remember, I just started. But it all happens so quick. 1 second you're in training, orientation, then you're in the academy, and it's just non-stop. I hope you guys don't get discouraged, because it is a lot of information real fast. And if you get a managed postmaster, like for example my postmaster, he's like very patient, very like graced for the position he's in, and the whole company has a pretty good. I had my 30-day assessment. You know, they give you time to start to get it before they start poking at you and wondering and asking, so what's going on? Why aren't you where you're supposed to be or where you should be? And it's also encouraging when I hear my main route carrier, the one I sub for right now. Shout out Mateo. It's encouraging, believe it or not, when I hear him make mistakes or tell me about his mistake experiences, especially when we're casing or when I make a mistake and he'll tell me a story or something. So it's not going to be perfect. As my postmaster says, we're just putting paper in boxes. He says it so like, it's just putting paper in boxes. But he knows. He knows all the stuff that comes behind it. At the end of the day, don't beat yourself up. If you've already made it this far, oh my gosh, don't even think about quitting.